Hey guys, today we're gonna have a look at the Samira bug that happened in the LEC last week, that ended up basically destroying the entire game and causing a lot of controversy. I'm gonna show you how the bug can be reproduced and why disabling Samira is actually wrong, because Samira isn't the real impostor in here. As it stands for today, the bug is still not fixed and you can encounter it in your game, so watch out for it. First, I'm gonna tell you what happened in LEC, and later in the video I'll show you the reproduction of the bug and some very interesting interactions of the same bug but with different champions. And spoiler, it can happen to many other champions, not just Samira. Last week in a match between Fnatic and Excel, we had a very long pause. At first we didn't know what caused it. This game is played ahead of the broadcast, so if anything happens, they can basically pause the game and not show us anything. But I guess, pressured by some of the people, including for example Fnatic coach Yamato Cannon, they decided to show the clip of the bug happening on stream. So what happens here is that Samira ult walked through her Guardian Angel and killed the Gangplank. Excel got offered Chrono Break for this bug. For those of you unaware, Chrono Break is basically restoring the game to the moment right before the bug happening, which is all according to the rules. Excel accepted the Chrono Break, but let's hear what happened next.
In this case, though, the chrono break unfortunately was not able to execute. And if a bug occurs that is significant enough to justify a chrono break, but the chrono break tool fails, our rules dictate that then the disadvantaged team, in this case obviously Excel, is offered a remake, which in this case then Excel also accepted.
Yeah, Chrono Break failed, meaning this game couldn't be restored. So there were only two options left, either giving a win to one of the teams. In the recent history it happened once in the Echo Fox game in LCS, although that game was very one-sided and also LCS rules weren't the same as LEC rules. Or option number 2, offer a rematch. In this game Fnatic were clear favorites to win the game, according to the AI even over 90%. However, according to the LEC rulebook, there wasn't really a rule that would allow them to get auto-win. So the game got rescheduled. Unfortunately, the players had to wait until G2 played their match versus Rogue first, and then played their match again around midnight EU time, which, as you can imagine, was tiring for everyone. Fnatic ended up winning the rematch convincingly. Overall, the way LEC handled the whole situation, for example postponing their rematch after G2 plays their own match, caused some controversy, and I only feel sorry for Fnatic and Excel players, because their game ended up finishing 3.5 hours later than it normally should, although LEC can only be partly blamed for that. Fun fact is that when you go to LEC YouTube channel and you want to find the VOD of that day, well, you won't be able to. You can see on the screenshot that there are VODs for all days from week 1, 2 VODs from the ongoing week 5, and there is 1 VOD from week 4 and 1 unlisted video. So that Samira bug happened during the second day of week 4. And guess which VOD is missing? I'm really curious what that private video in the LEC YouTube playlist may be. Fortunately, if you want to have a look at this stream yourself, the VODs are still available on Twitch, at least at the moment of me writing this script. You never know what LEC will do next. Okay, let's go back to the bug itself. In the original bug video you can see that Samira got ulted by the Azir over the wall and then was able to use her own ult while being resurrected by the Guardian Angel. That ended up killing Gangplank. So the next day we tried to reproduce it multiple times but were unable to do it. Recreating this exact same situation didn't work for us, although what I didn't know at the time was that Samira would need to be level 16 for this bug to ever work. Why is level 16 so important? More on that soon. We got a major breakthrough with this bug investigation, actually by accident. Our friend Nokanoha played Jinx in Orph, and he got Azir ulted straight into the GA resurrection. What happened? As you can see, he was able to auto-attack Azir when he was reviving. Nothing new, right? This bug is fairly common after all. But what's the Jinx ability status? As you can see, her abilities became active for a split second after she got killed. So if she used her ability, it might have worked in that state. And here in one of the many recordings sent to me by Grape, who is a friend of mine and a great content creator on Bilibili, you can see that he was able to make Jinx use her E while she was basically being resurrected. In his case, he did it with Zilean though. So here we go back to the point of why level 16 was a necessity for Samira Back to occur. Guardian Angel Revival leaves you with 0 mana. Samira Back can only occur when she has 3 points in her ultimate, because that's when Samira ult requires 0 mana to be used. So Samira basically has to have level 16. But this thing changes with Zilean ult, because when you have Zilean ult and the target is being resurrected with that, it doesn't drop your mana to 0, and thanks to that you can have the same back already at level 6. So as you might have figured out by yourself by seeing the Jinx clip, Samira isn't the issue here. The problem actually is the other ult. And look at some of the crazy things you can do with this bug, but with other champions. You can have Yasuo ulting while he's being resurrected. You can have Yone ulting while he's being resurrected. You can also be slowed by Zilean, and there are probably way more interactions that can happen. What's the common factor? Yes, Azir ult. Azir ult is basically a plate of spaghetti here. So while disabling Samira from competitive play or not allowing her to buy Guardian Angel may prevent this bug happening, it may not prevent many others, especially with the popularity that Azir currently has. Azir ult is just Pepega. I'm aware that in the original LEC clip, the Azir wasn't the person killing Samira, it was Gangplank. But despite our tries, we were unable to recreate this very exact scenario from the clip, although at the moment of us testing, we didn't even know that Samira needed to be level 16 to work with GA. However, based on the fact that we are in fact able to recreate the same condition, which is Samira ulting during GA, I think it's safe to say that we reproduced the bug and we found out that the actual problem here is in the Azir ult. We basically managed to narrow the conditions and reproduce this thing without Gangplank even being in the picture, so I think it's even better this way. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Riot, please fix Azir, and to you guys, thank you so much for watching, hope you enjoyed this bug breakdown, and let me know in the comments below what do you think about this bug. Take care, and have a good day.